Hello there, and welcome. Every project manager is on the hunt for that secret sauce, that magic ingredient that makes everything run smoothly. Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most powerful tools in any organization's kitchen, organizational process assets, or as we'll call them, OPAs. Okay, just for a minute, imagine this. You've landed the top job, the big white hat, the fancy apron, the whole shebang. You walk into this incredible, state-of-the-art kitchen. It's your first day, and you're expected to knock out a Michelin star-worthy meal by tonight. No pressure, right? So where on earth do you even start? You start by looking for the kitchen's secrets, don't you? And that right there is exactly what organizational process assets are. They're all the internal plans, the proven processes, the templates, and, this is the crucial bit, all that stored-up knowledge an organization has built over the years. Honestly, they're the difference between creating a culinary masterpiece and a complete kitchen nightmare. So you're having a little rummage around, and the first thing you find is this big, official-looking binder. It's spotless. This is the kitchen's rulebook, its official recipe book. And this is our first category of OPAs, the formal processes and procedures. This book tells you exactly how things get done here. It's all about consistency, it's about compliance, and it's about quality. This is the set of instructions that stops some over-enthusiastic new chef from, trying to flambe the salad or serve the soup in a Wellington boot. It's what guarantees that every single customer gets a perfect Victoria sponge, not some sad, deflated pancake. So how does this kitchen rulebook translate to project management? Well, think of it like this. Those standard recipe cards, those are your project plan templates. The food hygiene regulations plastered on the wall, that's your quality assurance policy. That very specific 3-part form you have to use to order from the butcher, that's your change request form. And those checklists for opening up and locking down the kitchen, yep, those are your phase gate reviews. You don't make this stuff up, you just follow it. Okay, so you've got the pristine rulebook, but right next to it, tucked away on a shelf, you find something else. It's a battered, food-stained, dog-eared journal. This is the personal diary of all the chefs who came before you. And this, my friends, is our second type of OPA, the corporate knowledge base. This is the real gold.
This is where you find the stuff that really matters. The official recipe book is never going to tell you that oven number 3 cremates anything you put on the top shelf. It won't tell you which supplier you need to sweet talk to get the best scallops. And it definitely won't tell you about the infamous and disastrous saffron foam incident of 2019. This journal, this is the organization's memory. It's pure, hard-won wisdom.
So you flick through this journal, and what do you find? You find notes on which menus were a massive hit and which ones bombed. That's your lessons learned database. You find a list of trusted suppliers with little notes next to them. That's your approved vendor list. Records of how rammed the restaurant was during last year's summer festival, that's historical project data you can use to plan your staffing. It is absolutely invaluable, real-world intelligence.
So now you've got these 2 amazing resources in your hands. You've got the official shiny recipe book, and you've got the messy, wisdom-filled chef's journal. They're both organizational process assets, and you need them both, but you use them in completely different ways.
And here's the absolute heart of it. The recipe book gives you the rules you must follow to make sure everything's consistent. But the journal gives you the wisdom you should use to be brilliant and to stop you from making the same mistakes someone else already made. One is about compliance, the other is all about intelligence. Let's just break this down a bit more. The recipe book, that's your processes and procedures, tells you the required way to do things. The chef's journal, your corporate knowledge base, tells you the smart way. See the difference? The book's whole purpose is its consistency. The journal's purpose is to share wisdom. And the content is totally different, formal templates versus informal notes and stories. But this last row is the most important one. Your action for the recipe book is to follow and apply it. For the journal, your action is to consult and contribute to it. You're supposed to read it, learn from it, and then, crucially, add your own experiences for the next person. And this, right here, is why this all matters so much. Look, a good chef or a good project manager can follow the recipe book to the letter. And you know what? They'll deliver a perfectly fine result. But a great chef respects the book, but they devour the journal. They learn from the past so they can innovate and create something truly special. So, what's your path to mastery? It's pretty simple, really. First, you learn the official recipes. You've got to know the rules of the game. Second, you dive deep into that journal and absorb all the wisdom from past projects. Third, you cook your meal. You get on and execute your project, using both the rules and the wisdom. And finally, and this is the step almost everyone forgets, you have to add your own notes to the journal. You update that corporate knowledge base with what you learned, making the whole organization just that little bit smarter for the next project that comes along. So let's wrap this up with a thought. Think about the last project you finished. What was the one thing you learned? The one hot oven or the one brilliant fish supplier that you really wish you'd known right at the start? That's your secret ingredient. And your job as a great project manager is to make sure it's written down for the next chef in the kitchen.